The SACP has concluded its first plenary session of its 15th National Congress. The party held a media briefing on the outcomes of the meeting. SABC Journalist Canny Maphanga caught up with the party's General Secretary Solly Mapaila, who expressed the SACP's concerns about the ANC and its resolution to explore electoral options.
Good afternoon to you and the viewers at home, coming to you live from the Birchwood Hotel, where the SACP has just concluded a briefing which outlines their key outcomes following their first plenary, following their Congress that has just recently taken place. Unfortunately, we do not have enough time, so I'm going to go straight to the General Secretary, Mr. Solly Mapaila, to just discuss two issues that you've highlighted in this briefing. I first want to start with the allies conferences. You mentioned that there is a concern within the SACP that these conferences are just meant to elect leadership to serve factional interests. Can you just elaborate further on that?
We have been expressing our concern regarding the ANC conferences that have spent too much time dealing with credentials and about leadership elections without concerning themselves with the policy matters and the living conditions of the poor and how to respond to the living conditions as the party that is leading government across provinces except the Western Cape and nationally. So we really believe that that is taking us back. There need to be much more focus. It has not been encouraging these tendencies, and we have seen the role of money in the politics of the movement, and the fact that immediately leaders get elected into government position, they're into political position, they want to be taken to government, they want to replace even ANC deployees in government, even without any reason, clearly indicating that there's too much appetite among these leaders for self-aggrandizement and for self-power, for money, for access to government resources, just for petty factional battles and for self-interest, not for the people. That's the thing that we have condemned. But we are wishing that they can put the renewal idea of the ANC on as a priority, so that we can renew ourselves and regain the confidence of the people who have given us enough time over the years, given our own historical role in the liberation struggle of our people. And therefore, we believe that there must be a new focus. And COSATU as well is going to its Congress. We are wishing it well, and they've already demonstrated the capacity to take workers to the streets to fight for the rights of workers and for the right of society.
Due to our limited time, is this also informing the SACP's resolution to explore other electoral options and maybe a move away from the alliance and contest elections on its own, which to add, following our conversation on Friday, some of the public response was that the SACP may be bluffing ahead of the conference. What is your response to that?
No, the SACP is not bluffing. We took a clear decision at Congress. First is that our members wanted to discuss the whole concept of the state and power, and we have a clear Marxist understanding of the concept. And secondly is that we should not close electoral options as the SACP. It should remain available, and that as we go out to build a powerful socialist movement of the workers and poor, that should be embedded on taking forward our revolution into people's hands, not necessarily into representative hands. We're not necessarily an electoralist party, and therefore Congress has given us 6 months until December, when we are convening an augmented central committee where options will be laid bare, and we'll have taken time before then to consult and engage with our allies in COSATU and the ANC.
All right, thank you so much. That was Mr. Solly Mapaila, just giving us a brief outline of some of the key outcomes in the first plenary, coming out of the first plenary rather. Unfortunately, we have run out of time. Over to you in studio.